We are tipping off the 2K TV virtual wrap party in the theater today. We are going 3v3, and we've got some members of the community joining us here today. So let's introduce our members right now. We've got Dat Girl Megan and King Jordan. Welcome to the show. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. It's good seeing you, Alexis and LD, and having
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got J.J. Redick down out there with Duncan. Then it's Thomas. And it's Chamberlain in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Indiana, they've got Kemp. Irving is out there with Ginobili. Then it's Anthony. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You know, with all the talent in these two backcourts, Doris, this should be a very exciting matchup.
And, you know, Kev, it feels like we could say that for most matchups these days, right? The league is so heavily laden with talent at the guard position. I feel spoiled.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Thomas, no good. And here is Irving. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
The kick out to Brown. 6 to shoot. 20 feet out. Jump shot is good that time.
Jaylen Brown has tightened his handle, and that allows him to be effective as a pick-and-roll option.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First team foul at the line for Indiana.
And that one falls for Irving. Both free throws good for Irving.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Brown, the pass to Redick. Outside Thomas. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. It's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is #1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
And the second free throw, good.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. Zeke possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
Now, here's Kemp. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Basket counts.
Just such a high percentage look, but with Melo, it's almost just a given. Tough to stop.
A pass to Chamberlain. Timberwolves passing it around. Duncan, the pass to Chamberlain. Over Jokic. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Bucket is good.
He's like a whirling dervish when he's driving inside. Just kind of glides his way to the basket.
Now, here's Thomas. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Duncan. Great D that time from Kemp.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Anthony down low. He's covered by Brown. Jokic. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
Brown outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Shirts fans, but you need to be the loudest. Can you do it? Let's hear it.
And now let's bring up the numbers and show you the point guards with the highest assist rate over the past month. You take a look at Thomas, currently 5th in the league in assists. Such court vision.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. And that's not lost on these guys. It's all about making their teammates better.
You know, you're right. Looking at some of the best teammates in the NBA right there. Each of those players such a joy to play with. Because when they're at the helm of an offense, the ball's always moving, everybody's involved, the game just flows.
And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against Cleveland. Brown, the pass to Duncan. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
But Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
Doris, looking at the career of Jaylen Brown so far, his rise to stardom has been impressive.
It's impressive, Kevin, because of the work put in. He needed to become a more complete offensive player. By number one, improving his handle, and number two, becoming more efficient with his shooting. He's done both. He's always been a force in transition. Jaylen has been special.
The Pacers making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Free throw no good for Thomas. Now that we're past the trade deadline, Greg, what's crucial as we head into the All-Star break?
Well, for teams that traded for players to try to make them comfortable, and for teams that stood pat to continue pounding that rock and building chemistry.
Redick with the bucket.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Here's Kemp. Minnesota with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Here's Irving. Isaiah Thomas picking up that last basket. Ginobili with the three. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Ginobili's got 5 now.
And this is how assertive Ginobili is. Outstanding with the catch and shoot.
Pass to Redick. The 19-foot shot, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Ginobili. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland.
And his passing is simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
Anthony against Brown. Outside, Redick. Count it. 6 points for him.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Brown against Anthony. Chamberlain with the block. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Stojakovic is checked in for Anthony.
Peja Stojakovic.
So it's the Pacers now. They trail by 3. 5 on the clock. Here's Ginobili, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on J.J. Redick.
And Ginobili is just fearless. He isn't concerned about getting fouled on the way up.
Pacers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first one falls.
And whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Ginobili makes an impact. The type of player any team would love to have.
Mike Conley's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And both free throws good for Ginobili. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the first. Redick against Ginobili. From deep, Thomas. And another three for Minnesota.
A fundamentally sound player. Gotta like how well Redick works the rock around the floor.
Redick against Ginobili. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Kemp. Over Duncan. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So with Anthony sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Peja Stojakovic is out there with Kemp, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Ginobili, and it's Conley in at the 1. Now Stojakovic, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Ginobili the pass to Jokic. Outside, Kemp. Duncan with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Duncan. Tony Allen's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Tony Allen.
4 on the clock. Jokic passes to Stojakovic. Some solid defense from Brown.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
He just powered that one of the game's top dunkers. Now, here is Stojakovic. Hopping on the board. Some changes for Indiana. Anthony comes in for Kemp. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Mike Conley. Stoudemire, he's checked in for Minnesota. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Irving. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, and the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Brown outside. Over Stojakovic. And it's Brown missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Irving. And it's all evened up. Irving's got 6.
Well, what a move from Kyrie to keep the defenders guessing as he moves in for the score.
And that one good.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And the Pacers call time here. There are many ways to build a team, as we know, Doris. Do you prefer building around a star or a more team-based approach?
I think, Kevin, what we have learned unequivocally is that it is not just about collecting talent. Certainly, you need star players to win in the NBA. But so much of this is about how do the pieces fit around. There is a reason it is a team sport, Kevin. Don't overlook the role players around those stars.
Here's Irving after the basket by Tony Allen. Jokic passes to Irving. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Well, Kyrie may be the best finishing guard in the history of the game. His ability to contort his body or spin the basketball, ridiculous.
Now here's Stoudemire. Still scoreless. Here's Brown. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And they call an illegal screen here. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Sunday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic.
In that game against the Spurs, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Here's Irving following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Anthony, the pass to Irving. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game. Passes to Duncan. Stoudemire against Irving. And Stoudemire gets it to go. Stoudemire's got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota. Irving passes to Anthony. Stojakovic with it. Offline with his 3. Stoudemire outside. He dishes it to Duncan. And yes, it's good.
And doing a really solid job getting that ball inside. Much more of a physical presence here in the second.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proven to be an effective tool for them.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to him.
Now, here's Okongwu. And it's blocked, and they recover it. And here's the fast break. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And the Pacers call time here.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Now Ginobili. He's got 9. And they get it. Yep, that one goes. Ginobili's got 11 points.
And the touch from Ginobili. So clever and confident on the interior.
Stoudemire, the pass to Longley. And no good. Pacers trail by 7. Stojakovic kicks to Irving. Shoots over Longley. Irving can't hit.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Here's Stoudemire. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Irving dishes to Ginobili. Trying to get open is Irving. It's deflected. Here's Richardson. Around the back and lays it in. Richardson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that.
Here's Irving. He gets that one.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Some changes for Indiana. Kem's checked in for Peja Stojakovic. And Mike Conley subbed in for Manu Ginobili.
Mike Conley.
Allen passes to Duncan. Here's Longley. Okongwu grabs the board. Outside Conley. Okongwu down low. Covered by Longley. Clock at 6. Conley with a wide open look. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Duncan with the bucket. Duncan's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The deep 3 from Irving. They get the rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They led by 2 after the first. For the Timberwolves, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit. But tonight, they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
And over to you, big fella. Your thoughts on the Pacers' first half?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted it. Strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of points.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. On the court for Minnesota, J.J. Redick is out there with Thomas. Then it's Longley. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Brown in at the 3 slot. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Brown's got the first points of the second half here for the Timberwolves. Thomas against Irving. Over Thomas, and it's Irving missing. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Minnesota. There's the dish to Redick. Back to Thomas. Fires top of the key. And again, it's Minnesota.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
The pass to Longley. Inside, here's Chamberlain. Another shot. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
And he makes that one. Anthony's got his second basket.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Brown kicks to Thomas. And there's the try. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. A few opportunities so far at the free throw line. He's made 1. He's missed 2.
Isaiah Thomas, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Thomas. And Indiana making a change here. Jokic is checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Portis is checked in. And both free throws good for Thomas. And GA starting next season, some big repeat penalties for teams well over the cap. That draft pick penalty is especially tough.
Yeah, I mean, if a team is over that $17.5 million mark twice in a 4-year span, their first-round draft pick falls to the end of the first round. That'll sting.
Chamberlain dishes to Brown. Outside Portis. Here's Chamberlain. Pacers with the rebound.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Clearly a foul.
The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for Indiana, Carmelo Anthony, 2 shots.
That's good from Anthony.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
That one is no good. Timberwolves leading by 9. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the NBA is looking to expand its footprint, and a franchise south of the border could potentially hold tremendous appeal. Commissioner Adam Silver said Mexico City is the largest city in North America. It could also be a gateway to all of Latin America. The opportunity to flip a switch in terms of opening up a large geographical area to NBA interest. Kevin?
That's interesting. Thanks, David. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Here's Thomas. Up and in on the layup. Thomas got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain it.
Well, we know Kyrie is one of the outstanding shot takers and makers in this league.
And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. On its way from Irving for 2, and that's good for 2. Irving's got 17 now.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And Thomas, here we go. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Isaiah Thomas.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for the Pacers. Mike Conley comes in for Manu Ginobili. And both free throws good for Thomas.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Pass to Stojakovic. There's the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Chamberlain got 6 rebounds in the game. Brown, and finished off by Brown.
You see an illustration of how well Jaylen Brown understands their system. He's got great command of this offense.
Irving passes to Kemp. Stojakovic kicks to Irving. It's Kemp on the wing. Feeds it to Conley. Thomas with the steal. Pass to Brown. Over Stojakovic. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Sweet little mid-range from Jaylen Brown. That 3-level scoring coming into play.
Jokic passes to Stojakovic. Back to Jokic. Shoots over Chamberlain. And he stays with it. 6 on the shot clock. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
First one falls for him.
The neat thing about Kyrie Irving is you get style and substance. This guy's such a fluid player, makes the game look effortless.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Minnesota. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. And so Brown will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves passing it around. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
I love a big man who can pass. Great instincts. Duncan finds the open man there for the bucket.
Chamberlain with the block. Takes the 13-footer, and again it's Minnesota.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Redick against Irving. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Brown's shot is good.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Timberwolves ball.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Jokic.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
And putting that reach to work, Jokic just erasing that shot attempt.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going. All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
And Chamberlain gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And a wide open look for Irving. It's good from long range. Irving's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Indiana. Got a piece of it. Thomas dishes to Chamberlain. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Conley. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. We come back right after this. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, it's all about who's more physical. And you got to meet them early in defensive possession.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Jordan on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Conley out there with Ginobili. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's Anthony. And it's Fontecchio in at the small forward position.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside, Redick. Over Ginobili. Moves back up. Chamberlain. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Chamberlain got 10 points in just the second half. Anthony with it. Chamberlain picks him up. It's stolen by Duncan. Outside Thomas. Now the feed to Duncan. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 6 assists in the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Ginobili attacking. Comes up empty down low.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
No good from Duncan. Pacers trail by 18. Ginobili left side. Kicks it to Okongwu. Back to Ginobili. Takes the three. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Richardson the pass to Duncan. Count it.
Tim Duncan.
And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Out to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Hits it from three-point range.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Chamberlain the pass to Richardson. quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Duncan finds Richardson. Lays it up off the glass.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Conley feeling it out. Fontecchio. Richardson cover. Outside Anthony. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Richardson outside. Lets it fly. It's it alive. Great positioning on the putback. Chamberlain got 12 points in just the second half.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And it's Fontecchio missing. Thomas against Conley. Pass to Duncan. Outside, Redick. He feeds it to Chamberlain. Excellent D there from Anthony. Pacers trail by 16. And the pass to Fontecchio. Over Duncan. And that one's good. Fontecchio. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Minnesota. In the corner, it's Richardson. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
And the defense, you can't forget about Richardson from deep. His three-pointer is extremely dangerous.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jaylen Brown.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Kemp dishes to Carmelo.
2 minutes
Thomas against Irving. Over
game.
Thomas. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Ginobili. Irving's got 26 points.
Boy, what a monster night for Kyrie Irving, playing at a very high level right now.
He gets it in there. And that's now 20 points for Isaiah Thomas.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Kemp with the bucket.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Timberwolves.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jaylen Brown.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Isaiah Thomas taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Thomas. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And both free throws good for Thomas. Here's Indiana now. 17-point game. Irving passes to Okongwu. Fontecchio. Richardson cover. Pass to Irving. It's Ginobili on the wing. Clock at 4. From 18 feet away. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Now here's Allen. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Friends I got to have my carried outside. Probably not as many would stand and watch me married outside. There for good times, not any other times. I'm thankful for the tough times, cause that's the only time in life I can see what's mine. But I adapt quickly. Same girl for 6 years. I'm not picky. Blue collar to white collar to end up black hippie. Had signed a group of good kids in a mad city. To find a light like life when it all ends. Just handing out like sentences. No wonder they call it the pen. Really be making me sick. Don't be dropping my name in the interview. Reviews better pick it up quick. I done broke the bank so bad that and get it fixed. Me and Solo Ken like I was Anakin. We cannot miss. Go.